Round one continues. The Baylor Bears, also a number one seed, will take on the Winthrop Eagles out of the Big South. They finished 15-3 in the Big South. That tied with Radford for first in the conference. The Winthrop Eagles 24-10, coached by Pat Kelsey. Come with a starting lineup like this: Hunter Hale, Kyle Zunich, Chandler Vaudrin, Michael Anumba, and Josh Ferguson. There are some of the keys. You can see Winthrop wants to deal and has to deal with Baylor's size. They must box out, manage the fatigue. They went all the way through the conference tournament to get their bid. And of course, they want to get the ball inside. And Baylor, they just have athletes and they want to attack. Baylor 26-4, began the year 24-1. They have lost 3 of the last 5. And Freddie Gillespie and Michael Anumba jump center. And Baylor will bring it up. We are still in the Georgia Dome in Atlanta. This is the Baylor Bears. They're dressed in white. This is Davion Mitchell down to Jared Butler down on the post. Boy, just abuses his man. Turn and score. So Butler, who averages 16 a game, leads them in scoring and has been on fire of late, gets things started with a quick, easy deuce. The Eagles coming back. That's a little jumper in the lane. Need a bounce, doesn't get the bounce. They give it to Gillespie. Gillespie kicks it ahead. Jared Butler with the ball. Butler drive all the way to the goal. Stop, pull up. Did you get a bounce? No. He's taking their first 2 shots. And no good. And here come the Winthrop Eagles. That's Kyle Zunich over here to Josh Ferguson. Back to Zunich. To Hunter Hale. And a jumper put up and in. Hale leads them in scoring. It's only 14 a game in the Big South. They don't score a ton of points, but they're on the board, and we're tied at 2. Maceo Teague out front. Give it to Davion Mitchell. Mitchell, kick it on the wing to Gillespie. I don't know what the heck he's doing out there. Gillespie is like 6'9" senior. Down low and thrown up and in by Mark Vitale. He doesn't score much, the 6'5" junior from Louisiana. But the Bears on the board and get ahead 4-2. Here's a little jump pass. And a shot, no good, but the rebound put up and in. Nice play by Hale. He's got both their buckets. We're tied at 4 here early on. 8:21 to go in the first. This is round 1 of the ghostcast College National Invitational Tournament. Coming to you from the Georgia Dome. Davion Mitchell throws it away. What a terrible pass. So Winthrop, out of the Big South, coming the other way. 22 is Kyle Zunich. He's from New South Wales. Over here to Chandler Vaudrin. Drives into trouble. Back to Zunich from Wollongong, New South Wales. Good up and under move. Boy, he had his guy. Here's Vaudrin. Again, 16-footer. That's good. Vaudrin doesn't score a whole lot, about 9 points a game, but a couple of good games of late, and still feeling it. To the basket goes one Jared Butler. He's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Just a sophomore. There's a good look at the coach. So the Baylor Bears, Scott Drew, 15-3 in the conference. Second only to Kansas. Matter of fact, when I said they lost the last 3 of 5, Kansas, at TCU, and at West Virginia. So after starting 24-1 with an early loss to Washington, they were on a roll. Free throw good by Butler. He's got one more. He's a 78% shooter. And that one up and good as well. So quick tie at 6. And just a couple of minutes into half number 1. The Winthrop Eagles in their red, crimson, and gold. Steal by Butler. Baylor, coming the other way. Baylor throws it inside to Teague. Turnaround jumper, no good. And a rebound taken by the Eagles going the other way. Here they come. With the basketball, Chandler Vaudrin. They've got a bunch of guards anybody can handle. Jump pass to the corner. Man is open there momentarily. Drives to the goal. I don't know what they called there. Did they call a foul on the drive? It was Ferguson who had it. But is it an and one? Maybe so. No, they called an offensive foul on the screen. Baylor will bring it up. Tied at 6, 7 minutes to go. First quarter. Here's Baylor. Butler with it. Little jumper on the baseline. He made that look easy, didn't he? Told you he was their leading scorer. Shoots about 42% from the field, but he's a 6'3" and just a sophomore. Had 21 in their last game, a win over West Virginia. Winthrop coming the other way. This is the Australian, Kyle Zunic. He kicks it down low. Great pass, great ball movement, and a nifty little bounce for the Winthrop Eagles, and they get the bucket. We are tied at 8. Mitchell coming the other way for Baylor. Kick it out to Gillespie. Man, does he look big. Reminds me of a Greg Oden type body. Into Maceo Teague. Just dribbling at the elbow, not going anywhere. Back to Mitchell. He's going to fire from there and hit. Mitchell, a 32% three-point shooter. He had only made 6 of his previous 15, but knocked that one down pretty darn easily. And Coach Drew not disappointed with the Baylor start. They're up 11-8, putting pressure on. A wide open look by Winthrop, no good. Teague with the rebound, gives to Gillespie. Look at the big man handle and bring it up the floor. Kick it up here to Mitchell on the left wing. They give him a little screen, come over the top, back to Gillespie. He won't take that three. Little jab step, still hanging on to it. Kick it out here to Butler. Butler will shoot it if he can. Down low to Vitale, doesn't do much shooting. Back out to Gillespie. Now in the corner, Mitchell going for 2 in a row, doesn't get it. And the rebound taken by Winthrop. Winthrop coming the other way. That's Zunic. To Chandler Vaudrin. Vaudrin back out here to Zunic. Nothing happening in their offense. A lot of guys standing around. Kick it on the elbow to Hunter Haley. He's their best scorer. Throw it to Vaudrin. Turn and shoot and score. Make that Michael Anumba. Anumba's the 6'4" sophomore from Italia. Lo ha fatto. He made the bucket. He did it in Italian. And Winthrop in the ballgame, 11-10. This is the time of game when Baylor probably starts to get some separation. About 5 minutes to go in the first. Kick it to the wing, 3-ball, and I'll tell you what, little Jared Butler on fire. He came in the last 7 ball games making 22 3-balls, and that one goes down as if it were nothing. He leads them in scoring. Baylor now up by 4. Ferguson on the wing for Winthrop. Kick it to the corner to Zunic, down low, and a shot up by Hale. He doesn't get the bounce. Hale, their leading scorer, needed that bucket. Needed to stop this little momentum right now by Baylor, but didn't get it. Mitchell in the spins to freedom, 5-footer good, and here come the Baylor Bears. All of a sudden, they're up by 6. Pretty good little move by Mitchell. Winthrop coming back. Zunic to Anumba. Back to Zunic, and the ball is stolen. Here comes Butler the other way. Beautiful pass inside, and I think we got a foul. Indeed we do. I think it'll send Mark Vitale to the line. He's the 6'5" junior. He is not a good free throw shooter, folks. It would really surprise me if he knocks these down. About 41%. Oh, gosh. That was off to the right. You can't shoot it straight. You can't make a free throw. You got to shoot it straight, first and foremost. Look at his elbows out. A little chicken wing action. Oh, my gosh. Women and children, take cover. Back the other way is Winthrop. That's Ferguson. To Vaudrin. Vaudrin, little jump pass. Over here to Hale. Got to get Hale going. How about Anumba? Anumba played in the Italian leagues for a little bit before he came over here to Winthrop. Down low to Ferguson. Put it up heavily contested. Shot no good. And Baylor, another rebound. Look at the big guy handle. Gillespie getting out front to Vital. Vital to Gillespie. I don't know what Gillespie's doing out there. He's 6'9". Mitchell Butler. Not Mitchell Butler, but Mitchell to Butler. Here's Davion Mitchell down the middle. Give it to Butler. Elbow jumper. Man, is he on fire. Told you he came in hot in that loss to West Virginia at 21. But he's been averaging almost 20 a game the last 7. So really finishing the season in nice fashion. 18-10. And Baylor picks him up. Ooh, that was almost a backcourt violation. So Hunter Hale with it, guarded closely by Mitchell. Can't get anything going. Finally an elbow pass to Ferguson and a beautiful backdoor to Hale. That was pretty basketball. And Winthrop gets a much-needed bucket. 18-12, Baylor up top. Here's Butler, he's had the hot hand. Beautiful move, drive down the middle. Man, did he miss an easy one. That's like a shortstop diving in the hole, making the great stop, and then throwing it away at first base. Did all the hard work first and blew the easy part. Anumba with the ball. 12 feet. Guarded by Vital. Cross-court pass to Vaudrin. His 15-footer good. Another bucket they needed. So from an 8-point lead by Baylor, a couple buckets in a row, immediately by the Winthrop Eagles, and they feel like, or have to feel like, they're back in the game. 18-14. 2:10 to go in the first half. Butler has had the hot hand. That one will go awry. And Winthrop with a rebound and very quickly up the floor. Have it on the left wing. Out front. Kick it over here to Ferguson. Ferguson up top. Left-hand dribble. Oh, beautiful pass down to Anumba. That's swatted away by Gillespie. Gillespie now kicks it ahead to Mitchell. Baylor wants to run. They have the athletes to do so. Beautiful drive by Mitchell all the way. Foul, and it goes. Davion Mitchell saw something, and the 6'2 sophomore, even though that said 5'11 junior, he's gone back a grade and he's grown 3 inches. Completes the 3-point play. Big hoop for Baylor. They're going to go up by 6, 20 by 7, make it 21-14. Mitchell and Butler, their backcourt, doing the damage against the 16-seeded Winthrop Eagles. Winthrop with the ball. Give it to Michael Anumba at the elbow. And the ball's knocked away by Baylor. They're going to go the other way. The big fella who just checked in for Baylor made a nice little poke away and a steal. Cut down the middle, lay it up and in. Again, Baylor exercising their athleticism, their speed, their will. Look at them picking them up half court. They're now up 9, largest lead of the ball game, 23-14. 1:05 to go. Inside, boy, did Winthrop need a hoop. It did not look pretty, but it got a friendly bounce on the iron. Baylor left wing. Drive past their man, hang in the air, lay it up and in. Baylor kind of having their way. Winthrop scoring with great difficulty, but Baylor scoring in seconds and with great ease. 40 seconds to go on the half, Baylor by 9. Vaudrin out front, give it to Anumba. He's the player from Italy. Great size. 6'5", beautiful backdoor pass, and Winthrop gets another bucket, a much needed bucket. 23 seconds to go, Baylor by 7. Kick it down the floor, left wing, to the big guy who came in for Gillespie. Out front, wing player. He's thinking about it. Mitchell down low. Who's that? Mark Vital. Turnaround jumper, good. So here we go. You can hear the shot clock going. This is about a 32-footer at the ball. It's good! Much like a desperation three, although it was a nice-looking jump shot. Trims that lead from 9 to 6. That was huge. As we take a look at some of the stats in the first half, you saw what Baylor wanted to do, what they were able to do. They had a 9-point lead at one point, more than once, but a big 3 at the end of the half by Winthrop. But I sure think Winthrop just doesn't have the horses to stay with Baylor. Baylor plays their game. I gotta believe they, as the number 1 seed down here, spread their lead, and that's not a good start for Winthrop. They get the ball to start the half, and they throw it away. Here's Gillespie on the right wing. Kick it out front to Mitchell. Mitchell drive left. Stop. Get all the way to the lane. Lay it up and in. It's as if nobody was there for Winthrop. And right back to an 8-point lead. Second half just underway. Look at Mitchell pick up all the way at half court. That's against Zunis, the lefty from New South Wales, Australia. He kicks it ahead to Vaudrin. Back to Zunis. He didn't want it in there. Kick it out. Swing it. Hunter Hale, their leading scorer. He's got to do something. I guess, of course, he's against big Gillespie. Down low to Anumba. Turnaround jumper is good. Pretty good looking shot by Michael Anumba, who only averages 7 points a game. And he did have 13 3 games ago against South Carolina upstate. He's just a sophomore, but that's his high game of the year, 13. So he doesn't usually score a ton. Mostly out there for defense and rebounding. So Baylor's lead is 6. with about 8:50 to go. Here's a beautiful pass back door, although Gillespie doesn't hit the shot. Vitale with the rebound. The 6'5 junior puts it back up and in. He's a great rebounder. He just had 12 boards against West Virginia. 6 or more in 9 of the last 15. They got to keep him off the glass. Out front, Ferguson. Over to Zunic. Back to Ferguson. So the Eagles looking to find some momentum. Anumba's had a pretty good ball game. That ball's tipped away. And that ball's taken by the Baylor Bears. Here comes Mitchell down the floor. Kick it ahead to Gillespie. Boy, Gillespie, did he have Vitale open wide under the bucket, but didn't see him. Looks like Greg Oden out there handling the ball. Kicks it to Vitale. Mitchell with it. Thinking about it. Squaring up. Now kick it out to Butler. Butler leading scorer in the first half. Drive down the middle. Pass up an easy one. Back to Mitchell. Boy, they're being patient. 8 on the clock. Now over here. Is that Maceo Teague? Yes. Back to Butler. Butler drive. He's going to have to shoot it here soon. And he got fouled. No wonder Winthrop was upset. There were 2 seconds on the shot clock. That won't make anybody happy from Winthrop, but it will send Jared Butler to the line. He's the 6'3 sophomore from Reserve, Louisiana. He is no reserve, folks. 22 threes he's made in the last 7 games. That's a ton. That's more than 3 a game. And he shoots it at a great clip, like 38% on the season. He's the leading scorer in the season with 16 a game. And the leading scorer in this game as Baylor now has their biggest lead. 33-23 with 7:40 to go. The Baylor faithful have come all the way down from Waco. They're fired up. That's a huge 3 by Chandler Vaudrin. Oh my goodness, did they need that. He was only 2 of his previous 16. You talk about ice cold. But the 34% shooter from deep got one when they needed it most. Down low to Maceo Teague. Kick it to Mitchell in the corner. Seemed like he was in traffic. Give it to Butler, foul line, jumper, pull up and shoot and score. So Butler continues his winning ways and his scoring ways, and it just keeps Baylor out in front. Winthrop can't cut into that lead at all. Zunic having a hard time getting anywhere against the pressure of the left-hander. Probably never seen this kind of quickness in his homeland. Gillespie up top. Kick it over to Mitchell. To Butler. Butler's had the hot hand. He's got the left wing all by himself. Drive in. Put up a tough shot with defense in his face. When we talk about somebody who continues his scoring ways, Jared Butler tonight is the Phantom of the Opera. A bucket by Winthrop to quiet the crowd. Again, a little lead for Baylor is 9, 37-28. A moment ago, it was 11, which was the largest. Gillespie in the corner doing nothing. Went behind his back, almost tripped over his own feet. I don't know what the heck he's doing. Fadeaway 15-footer, hits the side of the backboard. Are you kidding me? He gets it back, goes in and lays it up and in. Well, credit him for staying with it, but Winthrop fell asleep. That's ridiculous. And now the lead is 11, 39-28. Baylor's pressure being a factor. Here's Zunic with some freedom. Didn't want it. Still running the point. Down the middle. Kick over here to Vaudrin. Somebody's got to get some freedom. They need to move the ball more. They're really pounding the ball into the floor. Stolen by Baylor. Kick it back. Butler, kick it out. Wide open is Gillespie. Drive to the goal. Stop, pull up, shoot, and score. That big man is starting to score. He's got 2 buckets in a row. And Baylor extending their lead to 13 with 5:40 to go. I think Pat Kelsey and the Winthrop Eagles need a timeout. Vaudrin, pull up and hit a 6-footer. That'll help, no question about it. Chandler Vaudrin, the junior, 6'7". They needed a bucket. Down low. In the post, back and forth. That's Maceo Teague. This is his first shot of the game, and that was terrible. That did not look good at all. It didn't even look smooth. That was more Eldon Campbell looking shot than it was Marcus Aldridge. So here they are, the Winthrop Eagles. They had won 14 in a row. Remember, they started 4-7. So they're like 20-3 in their last 23. So they've been playing some great basketball. Put it up and miss. Long pass out front. Here they go. Baylor, Butler to Teague, and they get a bucket. So Teague coming to life. That might get him going. A little run out and a little dunk at the rim. Zunic down the middle. He's fouled on his way to the goal. So Zunit's really struggling getting to the basket, getting any separation at all. He's not counted upon to score, 20 points a game. He is a 6'2" junior. As I mentioned, from New South Wales. He had 14 on opening night, folks, and he's only been in double figures 2 times since then. They've played 33 games since. He's never been higher than that. A couple of subs in. Free throws are good. Lead is 11. Baylor 43-32, 4.5 to go. Baylor out front. Winthrop trying to extend their defense, see if they can cause some commotion. Drive down the middle, heavily contested, but Baylor still scores. So Baylor having their way. As you might imagine, the number 1 seed in this regional, even though they've lost 3 of their last 5, they are a really good team at 26-4. They're loaded with speed and athleticism. Here's Winthrop, foul line dribble. Kick it out front, Ferguson over here on the wing. He's got Michael Anumba in the post if he wants him. Vaudrin doesn't see him. Over here to Josh Ferguson. I don't know that Ferguson's even taking a shot tonight. He throws it inside, the ball's almost tipped away. Vaudrin down low to the big guy. Big guy came in to replace big Michael Anumba, and no bucket at all. Gillespie and the Bears will bring it in. They lead it by 13, having their way. 3:40 to go. Butler's been the star. Swing it cross court to Mitchell. Mitchell, the setup man, hasn't shot a whole lot tonight. Back out front to Butler. Down the middle, drive, kick it to Gillespie, to Teague. Teague, 14 feet away, almost traveled. Now kick it to Mitchell. Boy, they're being patient. 13 on the clock, down low to Gillespie in the corner. Drives down the middle. It should be a charge, but no whistle. Bucket goes. No call at all. Anuma stepped in to take it over the big man, and they let him play on. Crazy play, and Baylor is up by 15. 3 minutes left in round 1, and probably the last game for a couple of seniors for the Winthrop Eagles. Vaudrin goes up to shoot, and he's fouled. Butler will get the foul. His first of the game. Of course, Butler leads everybody with 17 points. And this is Chandler Vaudrin from Uniontown, Ohio. A big ball game the other day against Gardner-Webb. Had 14 points, but went 2 for 11 from the foul line. And you can see by that one how bad it was. He's just a 50% shooter. Second one up is good. So the average is played out. You make one, you miss one. He goes 1 out of 2 and stays at 50% of the year. Full court pressure by Winthrop. Attacking everywhere. They kind of feel like they have to. Down 14. Less than 3 minutes to go. And here's a drive down the middle, left-hand layup, good by Mitchell. That might do it, honestly. That just got into the heart of the defense. You're less than 3 minutes to go, and the lead jumps right back up to 16 for the number 1 seed, Baylor Bears. Coach Scott Drew very happy, said that's what we want, keep it up. Winthrop coming the other way. I think they need to bring Hunter Hale back in for the last couple of minutes of the ball game as their leading scorer. There's a nice pass down the middle, although they missed the shot. Maybe the height and length of Baylor bothered that shot from about 4 feet away. You wouldn't be surprised. Baylor's always been pretty long. Mitchell held the ball way too much. Give it to Gillespie. Gillespie holding on to it. Finally, a one-bounce dribble down low to Teague. Teague throw it up and slam it home. So Teague now starting to be a factor with his length. Boy, can he get up above the rim at 6'3". He's from Cincy, Ohio. And Baylor gets to 51. And Winthrop and Coach Pat Kelsey in his 7th year will take a timeout. And yeah, we should have the Baylor Bears cheerleaders out there with Baylor out front. Why is it that every coach kind of resembles the last coach? That coach looks a lot like Mark Few. Same haircut anyway. But this is Pat Kelsey. As we said, the Eagles 24-10. Got off to such a rough start. Of course, they played some really tough teams, but then just like blipped through the beginning of the conference, won their first 12 conference games. And ended up in a tie with Radford for the conference championship at 15-3. So they're going to get some ball movement, come out of the timeout, see if they have a setup play. Right wing, kick it up front to Waldron. Boy, he was going to shoot it back to Zunis. Zunis was wide open down the middle, should have shot it. Instead, he kicked it to the corner. You got nothing but Baylor Bears waiting there. Teague down the middle, lay it up and in. Was it Teague or Gillespie? I think it was Maceo Teague, who now has 6 quick points. Ferguson to Anumba in the post, working against Vitale, their best defender. Nowhere to go. This is getting a little bit too little, too late. There's Vaudrin for 3. He might knock that down. He does. His second 3 of the ballgame is still a 17-point lead, and Baylor looks like they're going to cruise. 1 minute to go, and a good opening showing for the Baylor Bears in this, the first ever Ghostcast National Collegiate Basketball Championship Tournament. Shot no good, but followed up by Tal, followed his own miss. The Baylor Bears get to 19. 30 final seconds to go. For the Winthrop Eagles, you do have, only one senior, Josh Ferguson. The rest will all be back. They're looking to win another conference title next year. Vaudrin again for 3. No. Rebound by Tal. We've been dominating the glass of late. He kicks it to big Freddie Gillespie, who'll bring it up as if it's nothing. Kick it to Vitale. Gillespie running the show. It's like Magic Johnson out there. Apologies to Magic. But he does wear your college number. Maceo Teague. Little jump pass to Mitchell. He got only 8 seconds to go. They're going to hold it for the final shot. Maybe Butler. Why not, Jared? Let it go. 2 seconds. No, he throws it in. Throws it in. Ball game. Baylor didn't even need to shoot. They don't shoot it at the end. And they basically exercised their will in this ball game. I thought the backcourt was terrific. Mitchell did a great job setting things up. He had a 10-assist game just 4 games ago against Kansas State. Didn't shoot or score a whole ton. But Jared Butler made it look easy out there, folks. Continues his hot scoring ways. Give him 19 in the game. That would be right on par for the course. In the last 8 ball games, 19 a game. And the Baylor Bears win round 1 easily over the Winthrop Eagles. You're listening to Ghostcast and the first ever Ghostcast National Collegiate Basketball Championship.